They wanted to stone her to death. They were calling her every slur you could call a woman. Oh, this, that. How could you have a baby? You don't have a husband married. And Jesus Christ's first miracle was to speak as an infant. Do not attack my mother, for she is blessed in this life and the next, and I am the Messiah you wait for. When they see this baby talk, Jesus Christ based on Christianity, they want to hang him up like a piñata and torture him to death. We don't believe that happened to him. So every prophet had miracles, but the miracle of Islam is the book itself, because there will be no more prophets. There will be no more messengers. We do believe Jesus comes back to finish his mission.
You guys view him as
the Messiah.
Prophet. The Messiah, yeah.
The Messiah. He spoke from the minute he was born.
Meeting the chosen one, yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
His mother was a virgin. We believe that. She has her own chapter in the Quran. It's called Mary. It talks about his life. It talks about it from the second he was created, Julian. And by the way, you grow that hair any longer, you're going to look like Jesus. You're starting to look like him. There's pictures of him that he looks just like you, bro. He looks like a member of the Bee Gees. He looks like the pictures they have of Christ, he literally looks like he's one of the members of the Bee Gees. This is why God said in the Ten Commandments, before Christ, before God, based on Christianity, came down himself, supposedly, he said what? I am one God. I'm a jealous God. Don't make pictures, don't make images, don't make statues. What did they do in Christianity? Violate the Ten Commandments. What did God say in the Old Testament to Moses? Because Moses spoke to God through the burning bush, right? That was a veil, because no human being can see God directly, even the ones that spoke to him, like we believe Moses did and Abraham did. What did God do? Moses asked God in Exodus 33. Pull it up, and I'm going to drop my plane here, and you carry on with that. Shalom Aleik. Relax. You've been speaking for minutes. I know you're antsy.
I'm chilling. Do I look like I'm not straight chilling?
I read your body language. Julian doesn't know.
Straight chilling.
Straight chilling.
You're chilling. Yeah,
So getting back to the point, I like to rage.
I'm just letting you cook, Beck.
My thing is this, Julian. If Christians believe that, and it's not to attack them. This is like bringing up common sense is not an attack. It's I'm asking you, explain to me why with logic. Moses spoke to God. We believe that also. Spoke to God directly, even in Islam. Mm-hmm. He asked God in Exodus 33, I think it's verse 20. Okay, most Christians can't even quote my book except the one verse. Chop their heads off. Fucking chop their heads out of context. What does he say? In Exodus 33, verse 18, then Moses said, now show me your glory. God, I want to see you. And the Lord said, I will cause my goodness to pass in front of you, and I will proclaim thy name to the Lord. And verse 20, but he said, you cannot see my face, because no one can see my face and live. God said, you cannot see me in human form and live. Did God forget? Because he wrote the Old Testament. They said, you know what? Not only are you going to see me, I'm going to come down myself. I'm going to look like one of the members of the Bee Gees and do all these miracles that he didn't do until he was 30 years old in Christianity. Till 30, he did nothing. He came down, built some chairs and tables. In the religion of Islam, the first miracle was
speaking as a baby, defending his mother's honor.
Defend the honor.
Defending his mother's honor.
Yes. She didn't have a husband. We believe that. She was a virgin. We believe that.
Wait, what about Joseph?
That's the Christian version of it. No man ever.
You guys don't have Joseph, and
we don't have him as her husband. She was a virgin. She didn't need protection. She had the protection of Almighty God himself.
Wait, now I'm. You ever get fucked up in your head?
Yes, because you mix the different stuff.
Yeah.
Up.
I'm mixing
we
it
have
together.
that problem too.
Because she's the Virgin Mary, obviously.
Peace be upon her. Peace be upon her.
In the Bible, but then she takes Joseph. She has Joseph as a husband,
as a protector and a husband.
Right.
Yeah.
So she's a virgin. Jesus is conceived, miraculously and spiritually, and she's a virgin. But then she is married. So does she stay a virgin the whole way through? This is where my Christianity is losing me. Or is that like she's in a lawful marriage? And what is the belief
I think the
system?
Christian perspective is she was married to him, and it was like basically a cover for her, right? But people can comment better, right? I don't claim to be an expert.
I'm not. I'm
from
sure
the Islamic
from
the Muslim, from the Muslim perspective, she was not married. She was a virgin. Because she was not married, and because no one knew she had a husband, they knew her as a daughter of the house of Jacob. She was under lock and key the entire time she was pregnant with Christ for her own protection. Because Israelite law was if you commit adultery, you're stoned to death. It's not a Sharia thing. Kosher law. You commit adultery. That was what it was. It's the same laws of the Old Testament. So for her own protection, she's under lock and key. And to make the story short, when she's time to give birth to Christ, she's commanded to go out from the town, whether it was Bethlehem or wherever she was at that point. She was somewhere in that region. She delivers Christ. God tells her, you'll go back to the city, the town. You will not speak to anybody. If anyone approaches you, point to the baby. This is in the Quran, chapter Mary. You can pull it up. We believe when she returned holding a baby, they knew she was a virgin. They mobbed, the Israelites gathered around her. Because we all know what ended up with her happening to her son anyway, right? How they viewed him. They gathered against her and they wanted to stone her to death. They were calling her every slur you could call a woman. A whore, a this, a that. How could you have a baby? You don't have a husband marry, okay? And Jesus Christ's first miracle was to speak as an infant. Do not attack my mother, for she is blessed in this life and the next, and I am the Messiah you wait for. When they see this baby talk, they parted like the Red Sea.
That's a bar.
And moved out of their way because clearly a baby's talking, saying he's the Messiah. I'm getting out of the way now. Okay, I'm sorry for stopping you. So his first miracle was to defend the honor and dignity of his own mother based on Islam. Christianity, 30 years, he comes down. His first miracle is to bring us wine so we can fucking drunk drive. I've lost so many family members and friends that have died in car accidents, beat the shit out of their spouses. Not my friends, but just people in general.
That wasn't the intention, though. That's
my friend,
kind of taken it
It
too
is,
literally.
Based on the Muslim perspective, it was inspired by the devil himself. The creation of alcohol.
Inspired by the devil.
Creation of alcohol.
To destroy humanity.
Yeah.
Intoxicants,
Yes.
spirits.
Okay, all right, fine.
And they found it in ancient Egypt, right? You know why they found beer in ancient Egypt? I guarantee you, because we covered this on your show. Black magic. Pharaoh did black magic. They communicated with these same beings that everyone wants to call the Anunnaki. Everyone wants to call fucking aliens.
I call them the Anunnaki.
We're the fucking aliens. I told this to you. We fell from the heavens. Sonny, I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
That was a Beck bar. I call them the Anunnaki.
The Anunnaki. Yeah, you remember that line, you see?